YouTube, hello, welcome to the stream. I am sitting down because my legs are very tired. I usually stand up during all my live streams, but legs just weren't doing it. Anyway, what are we doing today? Well, I am not really much of a guide maker. I'm kind of just someone who learns, and I'm a sponge and like learn from other people and like share my thoughts out there. However, our community, well, they go the extra mile, and we have this guide here made by Curiously. Curiously has been part of our community. They're in chat right now, who has made this Leo Cup guide for 2025. If you're watching this in 2026, you probably need to switch to the next video. But we're gonna cover this. Kind of just gonna bounce back and forth. It's gonna be a very casual video, going back between thoughts, and then you guys let me know if this helped you out down below. And yeah, we'll kind of just go from there. Cancer Cup, I'm not even done with Cancer Cup, so I haven't even started on Leo. So hopefully this can help me out, and then we'll just go from there. I do know Curiously plays this game a lot though. Disclaimer, I'll also be covering builds that were reasonably achievable for moderate sweats. I don't know what's moderate for him, but you know, the thing about the global side is that we have such an accelerated banner, so you know, we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. All right, let's discuss our stat line though. So 350 guts, the actual minimum stamina is actually rather low, ranging from 700 to 800. That's pretty interesting. I think Taurus Cup was 2400. Taurus Cup was like 950. It's crazy that like going down just 200 meters, because it's 2200, right? Going down just 200 meters makes it so you can mess around with that a little bit more. 350 guts shouldn't be too bad at all. With a single swinging maestro. Okay, that sounds good. I wonder if debuffers will play a big role this time around, because I feel like any time when we have stamina, like we have a low stamina issue, that's when the debuffers come out. That's when they come out. Taurus Cup was actually 850 plus maestro, but the debuffers went crazy. The debuffer forecasts for medium races is real. Yeah, I got hit by double debuffers before. CCs were pushing debuffers. They worked though. They definitely worked. So we'll see how that goes this time around. If there's a big debuffer forecast, maybe we might need a little bit more stamina. Maybe not. We'll see. Although pace chasers will need more, of course. All right, let's go ahead and keep going. However, as you know, with the global, we had the Taurus Cup. We love debuffers. Absolutely. Absolutely. We can clock in each gold debuff to be worth around 100 stamina. That's true. Someone contact me if I get the exact number. No, I'm pretty sure like a gold debuff is no, a regular debuff. It's if you have I'm pretty sure it was if you don't need the gold debuff. I mean, you do need the gold. The gold debuff is a 100, and I think if you have the white ones all together, it's like another 100. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, about 100. About 100. This means that if you get hit by both All-Seeing Eyes and Misfire Murder, you only will be able to survive with a second gold stamina skill activated. Bro, if this is going to be a repeat of Taurus Cup and we're going to see the Nice Natures come out packing again, that's going to be scary, dude. I got destroyed by debuffers in Taurus Cup, so I might have to overcompensate here. God, that's going to be rough. Okay, even worse if you get hit by multiple Nature's Maya No Weddings. Oh, that's right. Wedding Maya is a thing now. Oh, no. Wedding Maya is a thing now. The only strategy you can go with minimums is front runners being able to run away from Nice Nature. Oh, my God. Oh, Nice Nature, why are you doing this to me? At worst, maybe with 2 Minos and 2 Natures, you'll get hit with 6 stamina debuffs, bringing us to nearly Gemini Cup levels of stamina requirement. Dude, I pull Wedding Maya on every account that's not mine. I wish I had her. Oh my God, that is a lot. Okay, however, there's only the only worst case scenario, and you have to account for is the fact that bringing that much stamina means you lose in normal lobbies. True. So to keep it balanced, assuming you need hit by 2 Nice Natures, let's go with these stat lines. Okay, so 1200 speed, of course, 850 to 900 stamina, okay, 900 power, 350 guts, 400 to 600 wit, probably a little bit more for the front runners, you know, whatever they do for their funny combo that they like to do. Yeah, putting your stamina investment into wit. That's or you could do 1200 and then 100 1000 stamina, 1050, 900, 350, 400 with 1 gold stamina skill. Okay. Or you can hedge your bets further by bringing one ace with excess stamina and one ace with normal stamina to hedge your bets against most lobbies. So I think that's the smart way to do it, because that's what I've been trying to do. I think you need, this is why gamblers are really nice. You kind of need one stable character that is just okay with debuffers, and you need one wild card that's kind of cheating. So if there is a lobby without that many debuffers, they can shine. I think that's what I'm starting to understand. Because before, I would just pick safe characters all the time, regardless if they were a debuffer or not. But in this scenario, I feel like just bringing like a wild card with less stamina will be okay, as long as as long as there's a combo with somebody else who's kind of stable, right? I think that's okay, for sure. Summer Maru plus heavy stam pace. Nice nature's my plan D. Okay. As usual, medium S is nearly paramount for the CM. Huge advantage as a medium S. Yep. Just because, kind of like Tara's Cup, having a medium S was a big deal, right? I'm pretty sure turf is okay too. The thing about turf is like the shorter the distance you go, the better turf gets. And I feel like from what Kirli has told me, like S turf is only really good for sprints. I don't mean good, like only like better than distance and sprints, or because you need so much acceleration. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Heishin 2200 meter interclockwise. Okay. Let's see. Final corner is nearly 100 meters at the final leg. This diminishes the value of final corner accelerations a bit as you're approaching top speed by the time you need to reach it. Doubly so if you already created activated pump some iron or angling or scheming, you will be basically near tier top speed at that point. Okay, so pretty much like during the final spurt, you'll already be. It's kind of interesting because like the longer distance to race, the more time you have to hit that top speed. Medium's kind of weird. You never really know if you'll actually be at max speed or not before you launch everything at the end. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. I want to see him too with 950 stamina, 2 recoveries. I'm a gambler. Hey, it works. It works. Okay, even more awkward is the final corner velocity skills. They need to activate really late in the final corner to do anything. At the start of the final corner is an acceleration zone. Okay, 2 uphills, no, wait, 2 uphills and no downhills? Oh, it is. Oof. The final straight is a power check due to the uphill. The higher your power, the less you'll be forced to slow down. True. Skills like Go Home Specialist will not activate, while skills like Restless will activate. Man, okay, Gold Chip. Okay. Yeah, 2 hills, 2 uphills. Interesting. Okay. No downhill means no ram stamina saves from downhill wit checks like in Tars. Significantly less chance to randomly survive off debuff spam. That is, debuffers are going to be kind of monstrous this time around. Good news is that at least Highliner would be up there. Okay, so 3 straights means Bofa has a high chance to whiff. Fantastic. Whiff too early in the first straight or rolls off in the last straight. I'm pretty sure Breath of Fresh Air will be changed so it doesn't activate like at the very last part of the race in the future update. But right now it's just like very inconsistent. Breath of Fresh Air activating on the straight when you don't need it to is like the worst thing ever, because you spent so much skill points on that. Okay, let's keep going. Position keep is active during sections 1 to 10. Section 10 has been seen above. Just ends after a corner 2. Any corner skills are activated during the duration of the position keep, as corner skills activated at a random point of the first numbered corner. So do you just want to activate? It seems like because you have like so many straightaways here that straightaway skills are just better. I don't really know how much value you'll get from the corner skills. I don't know how much. It doesn't seem like the corner 1, 2 straight corner. I feel like it's like a weave. It's like weaved in here. Okay, let's talk about this. Let's see. So let's talk about the strategies for the CM and their overall plays based on my personal analysis and opinions. Okay, that's why Summer Maru is so strong. That's why long corners keeps activating on the same point in Gemini. Ah, okay. Front runners, we cannot talk about this without talking about Summer Maru. So why is Summer Maru so strong? First off, she has access to the full value of her ult, which is extremely powerful mid-race. Velocity skills lets her take or keep the lead near effortlessly. Second, she has access to 2 very good gold stamina skills. That is like the biggest deal right here. Dude, she does not need all that. Restless and Maestro, which are both good on this track. Due to these reasons, she is the strongest candidate to activate one of the strongest acceleration skills in the game. Angling and scheming, which makes her the single most consistent ace candidate on this track. Corner skills are fine, but that's dependent on the playstyle. Front, no problem. Pace, kind of a problem if its front is bad, etc. Okay. And the fact that frontrunners can like run away from the nice nature debuffs is kind of crazy too. That is insane. And I forgot about Daiwa Scarlet and Smart Falcon, but I shouldn't have. Daiwa Fruko gives the lead in Summer Mario Chest overtake for ults. Then Daiwa Fruko can manage to keep it using Resplendent Ace, Sparkling Sage, good for options. I wonder how good, because I have Smart Falcon cracked out. I wonder how good Smart Falcon would be here. Or maybe she would just be a good combo with Maru. Because I feel like maybe I don't need Summer Maru if I can just use Smart Falcon. Because she can just deny the lead. If she gets lucky, right? That's the thing. That's what I like about Smart Falcon, is that she's like, she can consistently stay in first place if she activates her ultimate. They can't ever overtake Summer Maru. No, I'm not talking about overtake. I'm talking about more of like defensively. If they're in front, she can use her abilities to stay in front. But overtaking is like a different thing, yeah. Not being able to overtake Maru. Pace Chasers, at a glance, it's hard to justify bringing a Pace Chaser. Man, I love how Pace Chasers were like so popular and then they're not popular. And it just, I never really know if it's worth taking the Pace Chaser or not. I think El Condo Pasa is like one of the few Pace Chasers that actually work in Cancer Cup. It's kind of crazy how they went from having all this stuff, like all these extra recoveries, to like what they are now. That extra stamina consumption is kind of rough. After all, they're the most stamina demanding. They have the weakest acceleration options. So they not have anything to see them. Yes, actually, the most amount of gold recovery skills in the game, and sometimes that's really enough. If anyone's bringing double nice nature plus one Mayo, then Pace Chasers may genuinely be the only one who end up surviving the lobby and just win. Oh, dude, the Pace Chasers can time people out with their recovery skills. I feel like you have to meet another debuffer. Like, I feel like if you are the Pace Chaser and you meet the other debuffer to just screw over everybody else, then it works. I'm not sure if 2's enough. Yeah, I mean, you're trying to time people out off pure stamina. That's hilarious. Do not quote me on this, but Pace Chaser agree with Trent from Paulus and Red Shift might be able to beat Summer Maru just to make up for the weaker Excel with lots of top speed, even if you hit a Dominator or 2. Okay. Let's see, the Gamblers, Late Surgers, arguably the position that would have the second highest chance to win due to being in the best position to activate Pump Some Iron, which is as strong as angling and scheming. Dude, the thing about Let's Pump Some Iron is that, is it a Gambler skill? Is it annoying to proc? Yes, but I feel like Sion Skies' ultimate's just as annoying to proc too. Like, it's like, if everyone's fiending for the front runner proc, I feel like Let's Pump Some Iron is easier to get because there's so much clutterness up front that getting to 6th place isn't so bad as an end closer or a late surger. It's not so bad unless there's like 6 front runners, then you're screwed. I guess that can happen. But I feel like it's like this balancer here because Let's Pump Some Iron is pretty nice when it's all front runners, and then vice versa. Sion Skies' ultimate's really nice when there's less competition for it. You know, it's like, which one do you do? Like, which side of the scale do you pick? Because I've been in many lobbies where Let's Pump Some Iron was easy to proc because of all the front runners. So again, if there's too many front runners, it doesn't work, but still. Okay, let's go ahead and keep going here. However, they are directly in the victim range of all seeing eye from Nice Nature. This means you really want to overinvest in stamina more than the others while keeping mid-lane skills to keep 6th place. Yep, I agree. There's also danger of not too many people running front and pace due to being scared of Summer Mario. In that case, you want to be in the middle of the pack to avoid it going above 6. This makes the strategy rather complicated to plan for. Yeah, this is like Nice Nature Zone. This is the Nice Nature Zone. And the other secret debuff people don't talk about with Nice Nature, it's not a secret, but it's just the fact that she's there. She's kind of just there to make Let's Pump Some Iron harder to get. That's something else I don't even consider, is that Nice Nature debuffing everybody, yeah, that sucks, but Nice Nature being a late surger, which can just take your opportunity to get Let's Pump Some Iron in 6th place, is also pretty grimy. Like, front runners don't have that. Front runners are just fiending for 1st place to get Sion Skies' ultimate, but still, yeah. Okay. They also have the issue of not having great options for a second gold stamina skill, so you end up bringing a lot of raw stamina stats. It's a TLDR gambling. I wonder if Wedding Mayano would work well for our late surger. I wonder if Wedding Maya will work well. Let's don't I have the sim up? Pump some iron redshift on your left. No, it's not. I think it's like a Gamba skill. Huh. Okay, so that won't work. What other skills do they get? Pump some iron, redshift, shooting for victory, Taki Shadow again on your left. They got some good options, honestly, and Nimble Navigator is always going to be good. Nimble Navigator is always going to be good for a late surger. I mean, they got skills, though. They're not helpless. All right, in closers. Gold chips back in here in the half forest due to the gold chips being strong in the leg. They can pretty much compete for 6th place. So after activating Pump Some Iron, especially in the debuffer, they don't get their recovery skill, right? Debuffers tend not to be in strong middle leg skills. If at all, do note that Go Home Specialist does not activate. Okay, true. You have to have the same issues as late surgers, not having great options for a second gold stamina. Unless you want to play Taishin with Sleeping Lion for some reason. 2 LDR, more gambling. Sheesh, you didn't have to say that, dude. All right. Next one here. Debuffers. You already know what's going to go on here. I don't think this is going to be surprising for anybody. I feel like we all know what debuffers are from Taurus Cup. But sure, we'll read it. I do propose an alternative to straight up debuffers. As I mentioned in the late surger section, Pump Iron is more Excel skills that provide the most direct competition to angling and scheming. This means that it would not actually be a bad idea to forego white debuffs in exchange for Pump. Oh, is he? I think he mentioned this, but is he going to make a debuffer ace? Hold on. This is essentially a low middle leg late surger that takes debuffs in a win condition. This does not interfere with Murmur, as it activates the middle leg, and all seeing eyes can still activate when you hit Pump Some Iron, or just work in usual if you don't hit Pump. I mean, I guess you're kind of right. I mean, if you're gonna be that annoying like checker piece or that pawn in the late surger position that can potentially get Let's Pump Some Iron, you might as well take Let's Pump Some Iron. I mean, it's gonna be there. I guess it's right there. I mean, you can still get it. I mean, that's pretty good. Triple debuff for aces? Brother. You run triple debuff for aces and then one of them gets Pump Some Iron? This also works with Dominator builds, Rudolph Grass. Whoever doesn't activate Pump Some Iron gets to stay behind and activate Dominator and help the acceleration aces win. That's pretty cute. I want to see this happen. If someone's watching this video and you're running triple debuffer aces, let me see this happen. That seems pretty interesting. If it works out, it could be consistent. If you're trying to bully people for stamina. That's why I mentioned before, like, you want to have one Uma that's fat on stamina and one that's just not. Stop. Why would you show me this? Dude, I'm tired. The other thing is, like, Nice Nature's ultimate isn't even bad. It's actually, like, really damn good. It's really damn good, dude. Just get to 3rd place. It's not hard. Like, if you're in 3rd place, you're trying to win that shit anyway. It's... Dude, I've seen this thing like steal wins before. Okay. Rudolph. Yeah, I feel like Nice Nature and Rudolph will be pretty decent with that build. Yeah, Inverted Nature. Oh yeah, Evil Nature. It's just dark mode here. I have just a plug in here. Oh wait, quick skill list. Disclaimer, read this above section for more detailed analysis for late surgers. Okay. Important note, corner skills activate before position keep ends. Arguably, if you're not a front runner, stacking straights is more important than corners. To avoid the risk of hitting pace down mode, as corners always activate during position keep, while straightaways may activate outside of position keep. Do not take Professor of Curvature as a minimum in most cases. We are quite strict in SP. Dude, the thing about Professor of Curvature is that it's such a hive mentality skill, and I'm finally happy to talk about it in a video. The thing about Professor of Curvature is that it's on Kita-san Black, and it's a gold skill, and people immediately assume gold being good, I should take this. And the problem is that Professor of Curvature is actually just not that good. But collectively, when everybody uses it, then you have a problem when you're not the one using it. Because the issue is that everyone procs Professor of Curvature at the same time, and then you're left behind and getting blocked. So like it's like a, if everybody uses it, then you need it. But it's not even good. It's so weird. It's like this weird clamp, this weird grip it has on global, or not even just global, just any server. It's just, Keys on Black is good card. Gold skill equal good. I'm gonna take this because it work all the time. And because of that, we're always in this awkward situation where it's like, I don't like this skill, but because everyone's using this skill, I kind of need it. So I'm like, what the heck? You can also skip press for double circle corners. That's what I mean. Like, double circle corners is like cheaper and better, right? So like take the corner skill at least. But yeah, man, the whole Professor of Curvature is like the prisoner's dilemma, dude. Professor of Curvature is good, it's just expensive. Well, that's what I mean. I value a skill's effectiveness by how expensive it is too, though. That's just how I feel. For its price, it's not good in my opinion. I mean, it's very adaptable, but it's just like, that's what I mean. It's just I always consider the price. That's why I like updrafters. Professor Curvature makes sense on longer curves where it can proc twice. Wait, can this proc 2 times? How many we have? This can't proc twice. Can this proc twice? I don't think this can proc twice. Am I crazy? Am I being screwed with? I don't think it could. Shiny yellow most spike, true. Okay. If it procs twice, it might be kind of hot. I don't know if it will. It's 2,200 meters. It proc twice in Taurus Cup. This is like a little bit shorter though. Can take on everyone. So let's see what skills we should take here. Okay, let's see here. Swinging Maestro, Professor of Curvature. Sure, you can take that. That's a choice. That's a choice. You can take that. You can take that. Medium corners, medium straight away, still high. Playtime's over. Yep. These are just like the most generic skills you can always want. Front runners, Restless, Trailblazer, Angling, Scheming, front runner corners. Escape Artist? Isn't Escape Artist only on the Sea and Sky card? Am I crazy? Isn't it only on Sea on Sky? You have to run Sea on Sky for that, right? It might. That's it. That's all you got. It's good though. It's good. You have to. I would have to borrow this. Not many people have this. I mean, maybe I have like a low level one, maybe. Okay. Pace Chasers, Redshift, Shooting for Victory, yep, Gourmet, Race Planner. God, Race Planner is so damn good. Pace Chaser, Corners, Triumphant Pulse, absolutely. Late Surges, Pump Some Iron, Late Corners, Triumphant Pulse, Stuff I Might, Highlander. Highlander. Brother. You have 2 uphills. Highlander. Okay. Highlander. Absolutely. On your left feels very gambling in my opinion. It activates at a random point of the final leg, and the majority of the final leg doesn't do anything. Maybe consider Slick Surge at most. Okay. Enclosures, nothing special here. Yep, Iron, Triumph Boss, Divine Might, Highlander. Okay. List of green skills: right-handed, Summer, non-standard, Haitian, Firm, and Sunny. Okay, so there's your groundwork grocery list here. I do not recommend going on your way to get Redshift shooting if you already have Angling Pump in your build exchange for Parent Affinity. This is because if you activate Angling Pump, the value of Redshift. Dude, my problem with shooting for Victory and Redshift is that Taiki Shuttle and Marunzinski have like the worst affinity I've ever seen in my life. Here's for this because you not get the full duration of the acceleration skills. You only have a few seconds to accelerate your top speed, giving you diminished value. Okay, true. That's another problem, is that some people look at acceleration skills and they think acceleration skill mean good every time. But there is such a thing as like too much acceleration. You know what I mean? Which is a reason why I actually like started to run like updrafters instead of like Furious Feet and Cancer Cup. I might think about changing it to Furious Feet soon, but having too much acceleration can be a problem where it's just not doing anything for you. Recommendations in terms of team compositions, there's definitely quite a few routes you can take. For a team revolving around Summer Maru, Let's see. There's a couple consideration. You may want to consider bringing a second front runner in the case that everyone doesn't own her own bring a front. If Summer Maru is in the sole front runner with no competition, the trigger position keeps off. She can and will lose nearly guaranteed. So wait, she loses if there's not another front runner? Because I know the front runners could like propel off each other. If Summer Maru and Zinski is the sole front runner of no competition, the trigger position keeps off. She will lose nearly guaranteed. Really, front needs to hit position keeps. So a good recommendation would be Summer Maru, second front, or a debuffer. I mean, I know you like always need like another front runner to get that shit going, right? You always need another front runner. Front runner AI stupid alone when by themselves. Okay. That's for every front though. Yeah. I don't think that's like exclusive to Summer Maru. It's just that you always need to have like another front just in case, right? For a team revolving around a pace chaser, you may much consider ruining everyone's else day by running 2 debuff aces like the build I showed above. Nice Nature, Winnie Maya, Sybil Rudolph. Stop it. You guys gotta stop this. Grass Wonder, Agnes Tack Down, Late Surger all work nicely for having a gold deep. You gotta stop, man. You can't spread this shit, dude. You can't be spreading this, dude. We already had a debuff Plague in Tara's Cup. You can't be doing this, man. The ability to activate Pumps of Iron. That way you're not just solely relying on your pace chaser to win in case they all fail their wit checks. This composition banks on everyone else's, but you to gas out and let you win by default, assuming everyone is running 1 to 2 debuffers in global. Jesus Christ, man. You can't look at pace chasers and say, yeah, that's the timeout. That's the timeout build. It's not about winning, it's about destroying everybody else. That is crazy, dude. You're gonna run a pace chaser ace with debuffs, and the only thing they got going for them is the stamina. I mean, it's not even the craziest thing. It's not even the craziest thing you could do. It's about sending a message? Bro, this is not a message, this is a whole package. And finally, a team revolving around backliners. You can generally just run 2 to 3 debuff aces and maybe a normal backline of ace choices and pray on hitting pump and debuffs to gas everyone else out and grab wins. Make sure not to run a front runner yourself. That's to increase the odds you run into a solo Maru room where she automatically loses. Always remember, solo front runner cannot win. So, are you telling me that while we maybe... Dude, that's crazy, man, that people have to run 2 front runners. And making 1 front runner is already hard enough. Yep, here he is. Guess Gordon's in the video now. Let's see. Quick analysis on stamina debuffers versus Dominator. Dominator will always have a fixed value. It pulls back enemies about 0.7 lengths. This lets you win. And goes, buddy, you can't do that. Stamina debuffing is all or nothing. If your stamina debuffs pushes your opponents past the critical threshold, they become useless and gas out. This becomes more and more potent the more people agree to use stamina debuffs. Dude, I don't know if I want to publish this video. Do I even want to publish this video, dude? Like, this is essentially going to cause the plague again. If you get 3 people running Mayo Wedding and Nice Natures in a single lobby, you'll be cosplaying Gemini Cup. On the other hand, if the enemies are still above HP threshold, your stamina debuffs did nothing. Bro, you can't be doing this, man. I do agree about the Dominator. The Dominator basically always works. Stamina is just all or nothing for sure. If you want to get consistent value, use Dominator. If you want to bet that everyone runs Nice Nature, run Nice Nature. Dude, running 3 debuffers sounds really funny though. That sounds hilarious. Just consistently gas people out. God, that's funny. Because like I feel like running 2 debuffers never destroyed people, but running 3. You could do that by yourself, right? You could do that right by yourself. It doesn't even matter. You could just do that. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. Let's see. Front runners, Summer Maru, Gold Stamina, so strong with a leg. Anything else she has needs to be constantly activated on acceleration. This advantage makes her the most consistent ace of the track. Though it's Scarlet, strong free-to-play options for free-to-play. I wonder if you get the slingshot. If she manages to look out on an early lead, she can keep this with Summer Maru, tries to overtake thanks to her ult. Smart Falcon, same as style with Scarlet. Sion Sky. Bro, Sion Sky's dead. Bro, ain't no way. You ain't gonna run Sion Sky here. Ain't, not with that growth. Ain't no way, dude. In very few cases, Cienska somehow beats Summer Martins and Ski. A full power angling scheme is very hard to beat. Could be considered a strong contender for the second front to activate. I guess that is true. You do need the second one. Mihoyo Bourbon Trailblazer is easily accessible to is a good boon for her, and her power growth allows her to be stronger than the uphill on this track. In a similar state to Cienska, she's probably going to lose to Summer Maru, but her ult angling scheming is quite strong. Okay, let's see. Pace Chasers, Super Creek, Gulu Babies, Agnes Tachyon. Bro, you have to have Agnes Tachyon for the debuffs. That's funny. I guess not really. You could. I mean, again, you're just trying to time people out with Pace Chasers. You're trying to gas them out. Putting them together here because they're very similar. Uma's, they're all they're here for is to let you have a lot of stamina and win. Orguri, straight simple Orguri with Redshift. Triumph and Pulse combined with Dominator lets you just straight up beat Summer Maru if everything hits. Fuji, instantly, interesting enough, similar Orguri cap, less consistent. Tokai Teo and Ult, another one, funnel leg velocity to chase Summer Maru, even less consistent, but she do have good growth. She does have good growth. Marinzinski, yes, a Pace Chaser. I forgot regular Marinzinski was in this game. Yes, as a Pace Chaser, access for Gourmand because she can't beat Summer Maru as a front, just making it hope the red shift lets you win. Taki Shuttle, yep. Machine Dodo, Gambler, all but really strong when it hits, okay. Summer Spectron, arguably you could hit Bro, what are you cooking? You could hit 777 into her ult for a speed carryover to pump some iron. This hit, she launches to the front very fast. Sheila Dodo, Gambler ult, Rudolph and Grass, we know that already. Nice Nature. And Wedding Mino. Okay, and then Majiro Ryan. I guess it could work, right? Gold Ship. Bro, where's Narita Taishin? Being that the track's final leg starts at the final corner, straightaway spurt has no value here. Oh, that's why. I see now. That means the only real win conditions for backliners hitting some pump some iron. Oh my god. Gold Chip, strong mid skill, and the expected amount of debuffers means you can contest for 6th place. To activate pump with closer coefficients. The other enclosures don't have this much metal lag as it's naturally strong as Gold Chip does. Okay. Some sample decks. So I did ask them. This is gonna flashbang people. No, it doesn't even fix this. I did ask them to put some decks in here. I know they're like inverted colors here. Easier on my eyes, at least. So free to play, Sweep Tosho, Special Week if you have her. Ancient Flash, King Halo, Mahana Cafe, and borrow a Super Creek. This does not have Kita-san Black. I feel like you just need one stamina card for sure. If you're gonna use stamina cards, you might as well maybe use Super Creek or Mahana Cafe for sure. Yeah, absolutely. I can agree with that. This is pretty accessible. Now, you may not have all the copies of them, but still. Target stats, 1200 speed, 850 stamina, 750 power, 350 guts, and then 400 wit. 4 speed cards show the cap out speed, and the filler stam cards for stats, and bar MLB Creek for swinging Maestro. Use the power sparks here, 60 to 100. Just assume you only have SR cards, and no usable SSR, easily upgradable. No position-specific cards because free-to-play don't have that luxury. Why not keep this on black, though? I mean, you could. Right, but you would just need another. You would need another stamina card, right? Just in case. This is like for a free-to-play build. Does that make sense? Now you probably could hit 800 stamina, 850 stamina with just Super Creek by herself, but you might be gipping yourself on some speed at that point. Whale. Well, hold on. There's Dolphin down here. Let's do Dolphin, and then we'll do Whale, I guess. Dolphin here. So this is assuming you have a Super Creek, Agnes Tachyon, Ishin Flash. Biko or Kita-san. You're going to borrow Kita-san, right? Either or. Mahana Cafe. Okay. 1200, 850, 900, 350, 550. Kita, Creek, Biko, self-explanatory. Assuming they're at LB 3+. Ancient, Agasaki can provide medium light surger corners. Mahana Cafe has Highlander, which is the big one. This is a big one right here. Let's see. Backliner mid-led skills. I personally run this deck for my late surgers. Use majority power sparks here as always. Explanation of Highlander. The uphill triggers is right on the transition between early and middle leg, where late surgers and enclosers increase their top speed. This means acceleration skill like Highlander lets you reach your higher top speed faster, giving you significant lengths. Okay. Yeah, with 2 hills, man. I mean, Highlander sounds really damn good. Then you have the whale deck, which this is, I guess officially I'm not a whale because I don't have this. What the fuck is this? Rather self-explanatory deck? Yeah, I bet it is. Assume all these are MLB? Yeah, I bet it is. Fine motion for potential right-handed and high wit check. Firm conditions of Maestro, Siam for tail, and Escape Artist. God. For Dolphins, feel free to downgrade the cards for what you have. Just lower the stat expectations, especially if you remove Biko and Fine Motion. Yeah. Okay. But all in all, dude, like, I really like what you cooked here. If you need to update it a bit by the time Leo comes out, you know, this is a live document. So if you guys are watching this video now, this is what it looks like at the moment. Maybe if you click the link down below to check out the guides for yourself, maybe it might change a bit, or maybe we'll add some updates. But yeah, thank you, Curiously, for making this guide. I really appreciate it. I mean, I learned a lot. That's what I like to do. And if you guys learned anything, let us know down below. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching to the very end. Like and subscribe, algorithm stuff. I do some one-on-one coaching sessions for Umamusume now. If you want to check that out, down below on my Medify. And I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.